So Viv, thank you for talking to us.
Pleasure.
My first question is, you work as a mentor for Christian leaders. Now, what has Christian leadership got to do with improving relationships?
That's what Christian leadership's about. The whole thing is developing people's relationships with God primarily, and then relationships with other people, secondary, and then in the mix, actually your relationship with yourself. So the whole of Christian leadership is about healing, restoration, renewal, running, some nice R's there, of relationships. So that's basically all there is in Christian leadership, quite frankly.
What would you say are the hallmarks of a good relationship?
I think a great relationship, first of all, is loving. And by that I don't mean romantic love, although for a husband and wife and an engaged couple, that's, of course, entirely appropriate. But loving in the sense that you're always looking for the benefit of the person with whom you are in relationship. So what will do them good? How can I give to them? How can I pay attention to their life? How can I be kind to them? How can I be gentle with them? How can I develop them? How can I do an act of hospitality that lets them be everything that they possibly could be? But that all kind of is encapsulated in the word love for me as to how that works out. So love is the primary characteristic that makes a great friendship.
Now, of course, not everyone here this morning will be a Christian leader. What advice would you have for them?
I think what's going to really help any relationship is learning the skill of being attentive. Can you really notice somebody else in the room? Can you observe them? Can you really listen to them in all the various messages they're sending to you, be that verbal or body language or whatever else it may be, that you learn to be attentive and watch what's really going on. My own belief, I know in our culture we talk about getting bored with people and stuff like that. My own belief is that there is no such thing as a boring person. There is rather only people who've just not been noticed properly. But when you really notice somebody, then you get into the magnificent creation that I think people are. Now, some people would challenge me on that, but I'm prepared to stick by that and say that that's the case. The other thing I'd say is not be seduced by our contemporary culture that wants to treat a person as an instrument, that wants to treat them as something which you can use for your good, somebody who'll produce something for me, or somebody that I can consume. So can you challenge contemporary culture that says you have to use people for your own good, and that's what other people do? If you do that, then there is not a snowball in hell's chance of you developing a good relationship with somebody.